Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, wants you to know that yes, there are a few things happening with the Obi-Wan series, but a lot of it has been overblown to try to make it look like it's more negative than it is. So let's talk about all that and what does this mean and what's the holdup. So we know that Ewan McGregor has at this point been attached to return as Obi-Wan for about 3.5 to 4 years. They want this series to happen. Now recently we talked about the big reports that went out there that there was a lot of trouble with the series, that they were scrapping everything, they were going to restart the writing, they were going to delay production, the series could possibly be cancelled, various things were out there. Now recently McGregor actually was part of an interview, which you guys can check that out down below if you want to see the full thing. There is some video and some reading to do, but he opens up about this and he tells people not to worry about it. He says, "I think we start shooting early next year, as opposed to the summer this year. I think the scripts are great. They're in really good shape. They want them to be better. I think we keep our same air date. All good." He then suggests that everything that you're hearing about it is people being dramatic. And then he adds, "I didn't realize until we got here tonight and everybody's going, oh my god. But it's really not as dramatic as it might seem." And he goes on and he talks a little bit more about it and everything like that. So just right there from him, you understand what's happening. You know, we know that the scripts were being written and they had 2 almost complete. But apparently they were a little bit too close to Mandalorian, so they want to go back and they want to try to reassess how they're going to approach it. And by the sound of it, they're just pushing back the start date, but they still have the same idea for an air date. So realistically, who knows what that means? You know, it could be 8 months after they're shooting. I mean, if it is Obi-Wan and they're going to far less locations and he's on Tatooine or maybe one more planet, then again, this can work. You know, it's far less work that they have to do in post-production. And we recently saw online how they shot Mandalorian. For example, I talked about this before, but they have giant sound stages now with screens where they don't even have to do much post-production after, because everything is handled in real time. Again, they're getting much quicker about this, where if you look at some of the other competitors like Netflix, it's taken them 2 years to get out another season of Altered Carbon. Disney, they're not in that type of game. They can get it when they set a date. Once they officially announce when it's starting production, I think we can start to figure out when exactly we're gonna get the series, because they'll probably announce a release window the day they start production.